So looking at this phase 1 guidelines from the federal government, it includes opening gyms if they adhere to a strict physical distancing and sanitation protocols. What does that mean for Planet Fitness? And what does it mean in terms of your potential timeline in different states to start to be able to bring those operations back online?
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, government mandated closure last about March, pretty much nationwide. And the president released 3 phases, and we are phase 1, luckily. So right now, we're just waiting for the green light state by state to figure out when we are able to reopen. So we're taking this time now to really work with our franchisees on the right protocols for cleanliness, for staffing, and also member etiquette about cleaning before and after use of the equipment.
Yeah, and I want to get into what some of those protocols are going to look like. But over the weekend, CNBC reporting that another gym chain, 24 Hour Fitness, is weighing bankruptcy. Now, I realize there's specifics about that company and its debt load, but it also in some ways highlights some of the challenges that I think are facing the broader fitness industry right now. What a spike in unemployment does to discretionary spending for potential customers and spending on things like gym memberships. Also, how long it's going to take for people to actually feel comfortable to go back into some of these more socially crowded environments, like, for example, gyms. How are you thinking about that?
Yeah, sure. So, I really feel that in situations like this, people really realize how important fitness is and health and wellness. And there's studies that show all the time that working out does build your immune system. I think Planet Fitness, because of our unit economics and our strong franchise system, we're well positioned to weather the storm. And with the affordable memberships of just $10 a month, we are a great option, especially when people are looking to pinch their budget some. And we saw this in 2009 too, Morgan, back when that happened. We saw a lot of people trading down from the higher price memberships to Planet Fitness because we're just $10 per month.
Chris, what do you have to do for people to feel safe going back into a facility like a Planet Fitness where, I mean, if people are on bikes or on stair climbers, they're breathing hard. So you wonder about the impact of potential particles in the air, that they're touching free weights. Do they have to be wiped down between each person's use? What are the protocols that you're going to have in place that people are going to be wondering about?
Yeah, great question. So the cardiovascular is probably the first one, because that one there, as we see, is usually very close together. We've heard from some of the CEOs overseas, Asia in particular, was already reopened. What they did is unplug every other piece of cardio to help that social distancing there. So we're working on protocols like that, if that's what the states recommend that we do. The strength equipment is a little different because it is pretty spacious as it is. Our gyms are 20,000 square feet, so there's a lot of room. One thing, though, I'm very proud of is we've had sanitation in our stations scattered throughout our facilities for decades with cleaning solution and paper towels. And a lot of the industry doesn't practice that. And, part of our etiquette for our gym members as well as staff is that we clean equipment before and after use with this cleaning solution that's available, the disinfectant. So it's more or less just tightening those protocols and etiquette up so that everybody makes sure that they clean before and after use.
Chris, I want to go back to something you just said. You were talking about the price point for a Planet Fitness membership and the fact that you saw in the 2009 crisis more people trade down and then actually join Planet Fitness because of it. Does that mean that this is actually a market share opportunity for you once things start to settle back to normal and the worst of the outbreak is over?
I do believe that strongly. I do believe a couple of things. One is what I said earlier, is that I believe people will pay more attention to their health coming out of this. As we see, physical fitness does help build your immune system and being healthy and being physically fit. So that on top of the price point, people aren't going to not work out. They're going to work out, just be more conscious of what they're spending. So I think that there's definitely an opportunity for Planet to even widen the moat bigger than before we went into this.
Hey, Chris, some others like Barry's Boot Camp and some others have tried to start to find ways to address an at-home audience, right? Selling bands, selling benches, and then teaching the classes virtually. I mean, is that a misguided strategy? I mean, why do you have to count on everyone coming back into the building?
Yeah, that's a great point. So we went on a really technology endeavor probably about 2 years ago. We released our app last summer with a lot of content on it. And just since this pandemic started and our gyms closed, we saw a 250% increase in consumption in the app, our content. So people are at home utilizing the Planet Fitness content now. So we also launched Facebook Live every night at 7 p.m. Where we go live on air and show on Facebook workouts for 20, 30 minutes. And great traction there. And then we post them to YouTube. And we had over 6 million views of these videos, which 4 weeks ago didn't exist. So I think this has really probably accelerated digital content consumption for the industry. Probably 3 or 4 years probably would have taken us to get there. I think it brought it forward. I don't think it ever replaces bricks and mortar, but it's a great supplement if you can't make it to the gym. And also in the gyms, I see people all the time with their phone propped up against the wall, following a routine in our club. So it's a great opportunity for us to give our members the content from our system.